Welcome back to Two Brothers Comics, and welcome back, new comic book day. Finally, after a long hiatus, we are back on track, guys, and it is time to drop Two Brothers Comics top picks for May 20th. Let's kick this off with Hill House Comics from DC's Black Label, the Plunge issue number 3. In this issue, we're going to find that the crew of the Derelith have emerged 40 years after the vessel went down. After this ship sank, we heard that some kind of beacon, some kind of signal was coming up at the headquarters 40 years after this boat went down, and they have no idea why or how. A crew has been sent out to dive down and try to recover anything that they can from this vessel, try to figure out what's going on. But once they get out there, there's been a lot of weird stuff going on, a lot of strange, mysterious things going on. At the same time, there's been a lot of questions as to what is actually happening here. We haven't gotten a lot of detail on what's happening or what went on, so hopefully some of these questions will start being answered, some of the dots will start being connected in this issue so that we can really start getting a better understanding of what's going on in the Plunge. And another title from DC, we're getting Nightwing number 70. This is the second print. We all know the first print, when it came out, it got really hot and just flew off the shelves. That being because this is the start of the new story arc featuring the 3 Jokers. This is kind of being built up as a big storyline and something that I know I'm interested in. So this is giving anybody who did not get a first print a second chance to be able to jump in the beginning of the story arc so that you're ready to go when they start releasing other issues in different series where this is all going to unfold. So this is going to be a little bit different cover from the first one. As you can see, the colors are different. Just hopefully everybody's going to be able to get a chance to jump on this one way or another, whether you got the first print or now you can grab this second print, because this is sure to be a great read. Yes, that's right, I'm going 3 DC books this week. This is a little out of the ordinary because this is actually a hardcover collected edition for James Tynion and Kevin Eastman's Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Volume 3. Now, if you missed out on this series last year, this is the perfect time and the perfect way to read this story. One of the great storylines and series from 2019 that I know Nick and I both really enjoyed. Batman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have been caught in an interdimensional trap by Crane, which causes Batman to have no recollection of Gotham or his past life. As a matter of fact, as far as he and the Turtles are concerned, they've been brothers and they've been together from the start. This was a fantastic 6-issue miniseries with tons of action and a few great twists, including a mashup of 2 big-time villains that create one huge problem for our heroes. And this is going to be a cover price of $24.99.
Now, it shouldn't be a shock that another DC book is going to make our list. This book is Deceased Unkillables issue number 3, the finale to the Deceased Unkillables storyline by Tom Taylor, which is a follow-up to the Deceased storyline we got in 2019. This is basically answers the one question: what did the villains do when the heroes failed and the world had ended? And if you haven't read Deceased from 2019, the story is based on the anti-life equation running rampant through the use of social media. A bit of an odd way to play on social media, however, the story was fantastic and was kind of similar to Marvel Zombies. So if you're into that kind of thing, I recommend picking up Deceased 1 through 6. Then you have the Deceasing, followed up by the Deceased Unkillables, which wraps up with this issue, Deceased Unkillables number 3. For this issue, there will be 3 covers. A cover A, a cover B by Matina, and then a cover C by Trevor Scott. Now, because it is kind of a crazy time right now with comics and they're slowly coming out, it was kind of difficult to come up with that 5th certain pick. So what I wanted to do was kind of recommend a few additional comics that you may be interested in. The first one's going to be the Batman Superman hardcover volume 1, Who Are the Secret 6. This wraps up the first saga of the Batman Superman and ties into the Batman Who Laughs storyline. And then you're going to get another DC Hill House Comics, Daphne Byrne number 4. I've heard that has been a great series so far, so I would recommend that, as well as the Dollhouse Family coming out of that Hill House Comics line. and that is the final issue number 6. And for IDW, really the only thing I would personally recommend would be the new Star Wars Adventures Clone Wars number 1. And that about wraps up Two Brothers Comics top picks of the week. Thank you so much for subscribing and hitting the notification bell. Let us know if you like this kind of video by smashing the like button. Leave us a comment down below what you thought about the top picks, if there were any other comics you were really interested in picking up this week. And we will be back next week for our top picks again. As always, collect your way.